Welcome back! My name is Shalom Parker, and this is our 8th in our series of art therapy directives. If you have anything that you would like me to talk about or to focus on next week for our last one, please just send me a message or comment below and I will be sure to address it. So for this week, we're going to focus on a process called Zentangles, which in its essence is just meditative doodling. For some people, meditation is a really hard thing to achieve, to just sit still and not think about anything or do anything. And so this is a way to have a meditative practice where your hands are busy, but not necessarily your mind. So just as you were if you were meditating, you're going to try to get into a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. And then you're going to set your intention for your practice. So for me, I focus on gratitude because in the midst of everything that's going on, it's often really hard to remember that there's still so much to be thankful for. So after you set your intention, you're going to take a piece of paper and cut it into a small square or rectangle, just like so. After you have done so, then you're going to create 4 little dots on the corners of them, and then you're going to make a little square and draw 2 lines any way that you want. And those 2 lines will make it so you'll have 3 distinct spaces on your paper. And then all it is taking a pen and doing repetitive geometrical doodles in each different section, and each section will have a different doodle. So mine turned out something like this. If you Google Zentangle, you'll find all types of things that people have done, but for our practice, all we're focusing on is 3 different spaces with 3 different doodles. As always, we have some reflection questions for after you finished. Number 1 is, what did you find your mind wandering to as you worked on your Zentangle? Number 2 is, how often in your week do you focus on output instead of input? AKA, how often do you create instead of just consume? And then the third question is, reflect on the difference between creating and consuming and how it feels to be doing each one. I hope that this has been really helpful for you and that you enjoy the process of Zentangling. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week.